Behaviors are a very convenient way to talk about what the robot is doing and what it must do. Moving forward, stopping, turning, looking for an obstacle, these are all behaviors. Some behaviors are big. Solve the maze. Some behaviors are small. Turn on your left motor. As you will see in this video, big behaviors are actually made up of smaller ones. As you begin the task of programming, you should also begin thinking about your robot's actions in terms of behaviors. Now recall, as a programmer, your primary responsibilities are, first, to formulate a plan for the robot to reach the goal, and then to translate that plan into a program that the robot can follow. The plan will simply be the sequence of behaviors that the robot needs to follow, and the program will just be those behaviors translated into the programming language. To find a solution, start by examining the problem. Try to see what the robot needs to do at a high level to accomplish the goal. Having the robot follow this path, for example, would solve the problem. All right, you've just identified the first behavior you need. Write it down. Now, start by trying to break that behavior down into smaller parts. Following this path involves moving forward here, then turning, then moving forward again, turning the other way, and so on. Each one of these smaller actions is also a behavior. Write them down as well, taking care to keep them in the correct sequence. Break those down again, and you'll reach commands that you can express directly in the programming language. For example, Robot C has a command to turn on one motor. When you reach a behavior that says turn on one motor, you can stop breaking it down because it's now ready to translate. When all the pieces have reached this level of detail, take a look at the list you've made. These behaviors, in the order and way you've specified them, represent the plan that the robot needs to follow in order to accomplish the goal. Because these steps are still written in English, or if you prefer a diagram, they should still be relatively easy to understand for the human programmer. As the programmer becomes more experienced, the organization of behaviors in English will start to include important techniques from the programming language itself, like if-else statements and loops. This hybrid language, halfway between English and the programming language, is called pseudocode and is an important tool in helping to keep larger programs understandable. By starting with a very large solution behavior and breaking it down into smaller sub-behaviors, you have a logical way to figure out what the robot needs to do in order to accomplish its task. By recording the behaviors in English, you have taken the first step towards good pseudocode practice, allowing you to easily review the behaviors and their organization as you prepare to translate them into program code. The only step remaining is to translate your behaviors from English pseudocode to Robot C programming language.